I play the violin and the viola.
I play the trumpet.
Percussion.
I play the tuba.
I play the cello in the C program.
And the SEED program stands for Student Ensembles with Excellence and Diversity. And that's where we take it to the next level, high school students and chamber ensembles. We're trying to pick schools that are of need and schools from all the areas. So we have South Side schools, West Side schools, and North Side schools. They're all being represented tonight. A lot of these schools don't have an opportunity to do chamber ensembles.
In this program, we send our musicians into the public schools to work with students on various levels. The young people are very fortunate to have talented people come into the schools to work with them on a one-to-one basis.
I thought it'd be a great opportunity, so I eagerly accepted it.
The fact of the matter is that most musicians don't end up in either orchestras or as soloists. Most classical musicians end up playing in smaller ensembles, and yet there are no educational programs that really provide the skills to do that effectively. And if you think about what a musician needs to do in like a quartet or a quintet or a sextet, you have to listen very closely to the other musicians. You have to really be aware of starts and stops, timing, and blending. Those are the things that our mentors really focus on.
It's really interesting to see how we view people from a different perspective of how we learn how we should play music or different styles of music.
In a large band with 40 or 50 people, there's a different level of intimacy as when it's just 5 and you all have to be perfectly pitched and all have to start perfectly at the same time.
You are heard more in the ensemble, so you just have to know your part a little, better. I mean, you can kind of play it off if you're with the big orchestra. It's always cool working with someone who's a pro.
Technically, when you work in a smaller setting, you learn more. It's more hands-on learning because they work on the finer details and all of that.
The first time you hear them play, you immediately start observing them to figure out what's wrong with your own way of playing, because the way the sound that comes out of their instrument is so different than your own. So you just observe that, and then from there you just try and take as much knowledge as you can.
Each year, they have an annual concert. The kids take such great pleasure in performing for their teachers and their teachers' colleagues.
Some of them, this will be their first performance of any chamber group for them tonight. Definitely a lot of nerves, and not just me, but the students too.
I'm excited. I like performing in front of people, especially with the orchestra. It's not as nerve-wracking as playing by yourself, just like one person solo playing in front of everybody.
I'm excited about it because it never dies, the thrill of playing for people. It's always a fun experience, so I've always enjoyed it personally.
It's opened up the doors for me in order to look at what I want to do when I get into college or university.
I'm going to take music in college, definitely. That I couldn't see myself not keep on playing.
To play a musical instrument is to provide for oneself a discipline that is perhaps unparalleled, and the extent of your success depends upon the extent of your involvement in the subject matter. In other words, there is no limit.